Shannon gains his own, feeding for Allard in front, saved, rebound, score! Perron drops the shoulder, looking to cut in front, and she scores! Eloise Perron, are you kidding me with that move? Jackson shot, save, rebound, and it's saved by Peterson on Lalonde. Alessia Beckler, Constantinople, one-timer, scores! Nice slot, Lalonde, her shot, scores! Has Lalonde down low, Lalonde towards Jackson, kick save by Lottinen. Allard shot deflected in front, they score! It's Morgan Jackson. There's nothing better than playoff hockey, and today the road to the Britannia Trophy passes through Boston. Top-seeded Northeastern cruise to the regular season title and is hungry for more hardware, while 8th-seeded BU has eyes on an upset to keep its season alive. A place in the Hockey East semifinals is on the line, and it's the Huskies and Terriers next on ESPN. Hi everybody, welcome inside Walter Brown Arena for this tournament edition of Hockey East on ESPN with Bridget Proulx alongside. I am Ben Horner, and Bridget, I'm going to amend something I said off the top. I said there's nothing better than playoff hockey, but maybe that's not quite true when there's a crosstown rivalry in the mix.
Yeah.
This is a Northeastern team that is one of the hottest teams in the country, ranked number 5, and Gigi, they have 4 consecutive wins over ranked opponents, but this is a Maine team that's proven pesky over the last few weeks.
Yeah, put up.
Hi everybody, welcome inside the old barn on St. Boltop. I'm Ben Horner, joined alongside by Alex Pispoli. We've got Craig White down at ice level, who we'll hear from in just a moment. And Alex, Northeastern wasn't always the crispest last night, but they still ended up coming away with the win last night.
Yeah, out there against them as well.
That's an interesting unit as well for Northeastern. Zablocki spent most of this year on a line with Lily Shannon, but some of the personnel changes and missing personnel has forced Dave Flint's hand. Here's Sydney Healy, first time we called her number this second period. She drops, gives it to Lily Welke. Constantinople, run off hard there, but she was able to move the puck. Zablocki protects, shields off the back check of Lily Welke, showing great strength there. Good job by Maeve Carey to stand her up and take her off the puck. Puck just caroming around the neutral zone. Works towards Lily Welke. Welke slows things down. Waiting on reinforcements from the bench. She goes down low for Louisa Welke. All the way up to the point it goes. Maeve Kelly. Now Nicholson. Had Mabardi in her grill, so she had to play wide. Jones first to it there. Mabardi can't get there first at the point as they battle for it, and Lalonde still not able to pull it free. Here's Riley Walsh. Rags towards the wall. Down low for Lola Reed. Good cycle developing for the Terriers here. They need to get a shot away though. Kelly at the point. Blocked in front by Constantinople. Loose puck. Jonsson slides over and shuts the door on Riley Walsh. Walsh feeds the middle. Off a leg, it goes wide. It was Nicholson who was camped out in the slot.
It all started because Northeastern couldn't get out of their own end. Mabardi tried to carry it out, got herself stopped right there at the blue line, and then Northeastern ended up being hemmed in after that as we get the whistle for the offside.
That will be an offside. It was Mabardi at the end of the shift, just couldn't get enough zip on that pass, but a great opportunity for the Terriers there. A little bit of a fire wagon change in the offensive zone. Here's maybe one of the best chances of the day thus far for the Terriers.
Yeah, because Reed had the defender's stick tied up. The Northeastern defender couldn't really get her stick in the area to try to stop, get a piece of what Walsh was doing when she got that shot off. So it really did come down to Jonsson having to be the last layer.
It's a little bit of a slow developing play. I think that's part of what allowed Lisa to slide over and seal her post on Riley Walsh. But, you know, we talked about the Welkes and Sydney Healy. Riley Walsh has been very noticeable in the early going of this game.
Yeah, Riley Walsh, call it the third pair, but really I think the middle six of this BU lineup is kind of interchangeable. She's out there with Bertelson and Henderson, which those two have had so much chemistry. Walsh is a good facilitator in the middle of them.
Off the face-off in the defensive zone, Northeastern is able to win it. Shannon left it behind. Her pass then was again behind Allard. A couple of times we've seen players leave the puck behind. It's not exactly warm in Boston, but it's a lot warmer than it's been over the last call it 3 months at this point. What the
Feels tropical.
with the winter with the winter we've had here in New England, absolutely it does. We just wonder if there's a little bit of soft ice in play here, something for us to keep an eye on as Allard swirls back and gets it along to Morgan Jackson. Jackson gallops along, loses the handle. Langlois couldn't corral this one. Here's Lily Welke walking in, steps over the blue line, leaves it there for her sister Louisa. Good stick by Brazes to knock it away. Sydney Healy, though, wins it back up to the point. Here's Carey, shot through traffic, fought off by Jonsson. First time that BU has seemingly been able to get traffic in front in the shooting lanes, but Jonsson was equal to it. Here's Lily Welke, sharp angle bid, that's fought off by Jonsson again. Louisa spins it right back down low, looking for Henderson. It was just away from her.
That was a really good shift for that top line for BU. Spent all of that in the O-zone.
Here's Compton, wants to go back for Brazes. Spiked away. Into the corner goes Peyton Compton, looking to battle and win this puck free. But it's the Terriers who possess. Good work by Kira Healy, the sophomore from Ontario, to keep that one from becoming a broken play down low for the Huskies. She's on the puck once again for BU. Another good pace to this period so far. It's playoff hockey at its finest. Hockey East on ESPN. It's the tournament in 2026. Ben Horner, Bridget Pruill with you.
Good crowd that we've got here too, Ben. We got a lot of BU students here, and the Northeastern students came out as well.
No icing here. Right you are, Bridget. BU band here since it's their barn. Short travel for Northeastern, so a lot of their fans and family have made the trip across the way. This is going to be offside.
Yeah, it's offside whistle. Yoon was looking for a call. Her stick got chopped in half there, so she was hoping for a call, but nothing coming on this. Just going to get the whistle for the offside, and I think we're going to go to immediate timeout as well.
That will take us to our first break of the period. We will step aside and come back just after this from Walter Brown Arena. Go beyond with Service Credit Union. From free checking to high rate savings. Learn more at servicecu.org. Ben Horner, Bridget Pruill with you as we're playing the home, away, neutral game, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit of a disjointed one. Northeastern, the higher seed, getting the benefits of being the home team and last change, but it's in BU's barn. But then again, Bridget, for the NCAA's purposes, this is a neutral site game.
It'll go into the record books as a neutral siter.
Make it make sense. All because Matthews,
I tried.
all because Matthews Arena is getting deconstructed as we speak, and we will get a penalty. Tessa DeMaine is going to get called for hitting from behind, and that will send the Terriers onto the penalty kill and the Huskies power play, second in the conference.
Hitting from behind.
To go to work. Let's take a look.
Yeah, dangerous location too. The distance from the boards is dangerous. The fact that she's falling down is a vulnerable position that she's in. So hitting from behind the call, good call. That's one of those ones you have to call, right? Like we talked about how they have the whistles away. That's enough to, because of the danger of the play, past that threshold, get into the penalty range, and you see the penalty kill percentage and power play percentage there. BU's penalty kill, like we mentioned, just a reminder, really aggressive, and the Welkies are two of the more aggressive forwards on the PK in Hockey East.
And of course, watch out for that shorthanded goal threat. Sydney Healy, whenever you see 11 out there, he's certainly someone to keep your eye on. Patrick Silva almost looked sheepish putting his arm up for that penalty, but I think you're right, Bridget. It's impossible to not call that one when it's right in front of you. Luckily, Lombardi got back to her feet. There was no harm, no foul there. Well, there was a foul, but there was no harm. The Huskies are to the power play for the first time. Here's Ella Lloyd going for a skate. Gains his own, loses an edge, needs some help. Howard comes along and supports. Down low it goes. Langlois out there on the power play. Karan has it though. Up to the blue line. Here's Allard. Lloyd is out there with her as well. Lloyd draws some pressure. Zablocki up to the point and Lloyd again. Zablocki wants it back. Lloyd cycles it along through traffic. Her shot sticked away. Carey got in the way and it didn't get through. Langlois. Zablocki up to the wall. Good keep there on a bounding puck. That's Lloyd. Allard now for Lloyd. Pulls his own, finds Zablocki, toe drags Zablocki, loses the handle. Cleared, just barely. Here's Sydney Healy, short-handed, partial break. Sydney Healy, she scores! Who else would it be? Her 4th shorty of the year. And the Terriers tie it up.